Jessica,
Oh, I'm
please.
sorry, Terry Fretz, Blackwood, New Jersey. Did the security committee have a chance to meet and discuss the mainstreaming of the Board of Ed meeting or videoing it?
The security committee did meet, and I don't believe they had a consensus as to whether we should move forward on the streaming or not. I received a written report that just said what was discussed, but there was no determination whether to move forward or not move forward at this point in time.
What exactly does that mean about the security committee? They're not going to put it to a vote? Or, I mean, did they make a list of pros and cons as to why they would want to do it or why they would not want to do it? I don't quite understand your answer.
I did not get a list of pros and cons. I know that they said they discussed pros and cons. I did not receive the list of pros and cons, but I know that there was not a consensus to move forward at this time.
So the majority of them didn't want to consider voting on it. That's the answer?
Is that the majority of the people that attended the meeting were not in favor?
And how many people is that?
How many people attended your meeting? I'm sorry.
3.
3?
So two out of
Well-
3 people didn't want to, and so therefore that's the end of it?
Anything can be revisited at any time, but at this point in time, it went to security for review, and there can only be a committee of 4 people. I'm assuming one person was unable to make it, so they had 3 people there. Simple math says 2 were not in favor and 1 was. You know, whether we move it forward to the whole board or not,
Well, we need a proposal.
We would need- right,
a motion, and a second.
right.
And then it would get voted.
Yeah, that was my original question, was
Correct.
could it be an agenda item and could you all vote on it? 2 people deciding for 9 people doesn't seem to me like a majority of anything.
No, it certainly could be an agenda item if somebody has a proposal, gets a motion in a second, then it would get voted on.
Is there anyone else? Let me see if there's anyone else. Yes, sir.
Dave Johnson, Blenheim, New Jersey. To the live stream thing, and I went to the security committee. I'm kind of curious as to, I guess they pick and choose what would be best for safety and any breach of security.
The security committee.
Yes. Is that what they, okay. I'm wondering what would be the possible breach of security that streaming or just even videotaping a board meeting would pose to putting it on YouTube when all the other, well, I shouldn't say all, but many other districts in the state, in the county, they do record them and do post them. And I don't think they've had a shooter or any type of security breach with their schools because of just a film. So could you kind of clarify why the Security Council is deciding on the security of videotaping and posting online?
Well, that was just the committee that was assigned to discuss it.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, that's, seemed like the most logical committee rather than,
Okay.
you know, the full board.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson.
I'm going to make a recommendation to bring it to the full board.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to address the board? We'll return back then to Ms. O'Donnell.
Who's on the security committee?
The security committee is comprised of Mr. Fontanez, Mrs. Johnson, Mr. Gagliardi, and I believe Mr. Gallo.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anyone else that would like to address the board?